Mila. Today we're going to be doing interest on overdue debtors. A debt becomes overdue when the debtor has honored a debt as at the due date and thereafter the due date. The business, in order to encourage the debtor to pay the debt, they will start charging the debtor more interest. When a debtor has not paid interest on, their specified amount on the due date, it is said that the debt is overdue. So if you're given 30 days to pay and you don't pay within 30 days, then we say the debt is overdue. And any overdue debt will attract interest, which must be paid to the entity. This interest will be recognized as income as it is interest on an asset. Remember, assets represents economic benefits. Therefore, an increase in that economic benefit will actually be income. And in this case, your income will be the percentage of what the debtor owes you as the business. Increase will increase, the interest will increase what the debtor already owes you as the business. Interest is charged in order to encourage early settlements of accounts. And in most cases, people will want to pay their debt before they become overdue because they know very well that when the debt becomes overdue, they will have to pay extra amount, which is a percentage of what they owe. And that percentage of what they owe is interest. Now, the entity must include information about charging interest in terms and conditions of the debt at the inception. So basically, immediately when you you sign a contract with the debtor and allow the debtor to come and buy goods from you as the business. On that day, in terms and conditions, you must specify that if they don't pay within a specified period, they will have to pay extra amount, which is a percentage of what they owe. And that extra amount is called interest. And interest is only payable for overdue debts. All right. Interest is, as I said, is charged as a percentage of the amount due or owed by the debtor. The debtor or debtor's control will be debited by the interest amount as the debtor will owe more. Okay. Interest is income as it is earned by the entity. As a result, interest should be credited, just like all the income that is earned will increase on the credit side. So the debit will be the debtor in the debtor's control, and the credit will be interest income. Let us look at this example here. It says on the 15th of January 2023, it was discovered that the baby's account of 3,600 is 4 months overdue. Various stores charged her interest at 12% per annum. You will simply take the 3,600 times it by 12%. That is per annum. So you will need to apportion that to 4 months by multiplying it by 4 divided by 12. Per annum, it's a year. A year represents 12 months. So interest here will be 144. We will start by debiting the name of the debtor, which is the baby. And we'll debit it by 144 and then credit interest income. And interest income is income, therefore it increases on the credit side. Okay, please note that when we debited the baby is also a debtor, and that's why it affects debtor's control, and it will be recorded on the debit side of your debtor's control. Interest is just income. It doesn't really affect your debtor's control. Interest is income, therefore it's not an asset, in short, and it's also not a liability in this case. All right, so we debited an asset, which is the baby, and that asset is a debtor, hence we debit debtor's control. And your narration will be interest charged on overdue account at 12% for 4 months. Please total up your debtor's control. Your debtor's control and creditor's control, those are the only columns that you will total up in the general journal. When you take it to your debtors control account, debtors control account is an asset account, is a plus minus. It increases on the debit side. It will increase by general debits from the general journal, and the amount will be 144. Interest on overdue debtors is income, therefore it will be minus plus. So under interest on overdue debtors, you will simply write debtors control, which is 144. Let us look at debtors ledger. The baby was owing us 3,600 at the beginning of the month. We charged the baby interest. Therefore, this will increase what the baby owes us because this is a debtors ledger. When it increases, it will increase on the debit side, and it adds to what the baby owed at the beginning of the month. 3,600 plus 144 will give you 3,744. Try this and check out the next video for solutions. Please don't forget to subscribe, like the video. Thank you for your support. What's up?